Predatory Pricing. I'm Benji Arellano.
And I'm Scott Goldthorpe.
And predatory pricing is when a dominant firm with an established clientele lowers their prices below market value. This then drives customers to buy from lower prices, which then drives the competition out of the market because they'll be left with no customers. And firms do this in the short run because with low prices, they might lose operating income. But the good thing about this is that customers do get a lower price for a limited amount of time. But the bad thing is that as time goes on, these prices will increase in the long run for companies to compensate for what they've probably lost or just to make more profit. And the last thing is that predatory pricing does create monopolies, which is illegal. And this is a prevalent, ongoing problem. And bigger, more established companies do this, such as Walmart and Apple. And the way they do this is because they are bigger, more well-known companies with established clienteles. So when they increase or decrease prices, no one will suspect anything and no one will accuse them of predatory pricing because of their well-known reputation.
So predatory pricing first became an issue in the 1800s with the increase of industrial organizations. And so because of the increased allegations towards each other regarding predatory pricing, some acts were passed, namely the Sherman Antitrust Act and the Clayton Act. And what these talk about how it is illegal to attempt to monopolize and go against each other in predatory pricing. And during my research, I found an interesting case of predatory pricing regarding some companies here in Utah in the 60s. The Utah Pie Company was a locally owned firm or company where they had the majority of the market share. Now, their competitors, the Continental and Carnation companies, were national companies, and what they did is they lowered their prices drastically, but they were still above the price of the Utah Pie Company, their competitor. And while doing so, they did not lower their prices in the national market where they were selling. And so Utah Pie took them to court because when they lowered their prices drastically here in Utah, it decreased Utah Pie's company's demand by about 20%. And so they went to court, and the court found that the Continental and Carnation companies were in violation of predatory pricing. And so with like that case, there's been many other cases that have gone to court regarding predatory pricing. And so what we've learned from our research is that predatory pricing is an unfair and unethical way of doing business. This is our presentation.